contact. Me, 45 male, and my ex-wife got together in our teenage years, got married at 21 and had our son at 22. After our son was born, we slowly started to drift away. When our son was about 11 or 12, I decided to pull the plug on my marriage. I don't know why, but my wife was very shocked. By that time, we'd already had a dead bedroom for about 4 years and hadn't had any deep discussions for about that same time. I was just done. I took about a week for me to move out, and all that time my ex cried all the time, begging me to stay, but I stood my ground. My son was very angry at me and wouldn't talk to me at all. I understood why. In his eyes, I was hurting his mother. When I finally moved out, he didn't want to see me at all. I tried really hard, visited regularly to see him, but he always told me that he hates me and would run to his room. I was devastated. The divorce was finalized in about a year. Custody was in place for 50-50. We got my son in therapy, but it just didn't help. He hated my guts to the core. I never wanted to force him to go to my place. I could, but I didn't want to see him resent me even more. I still wanted to be there for him, went to his games, sent him birthday and Christmas gifts, but he shut me out completely. Last thing he told me is that he doesn't want me at his events anymore. I went to my ex's house a couple of times, but she always told me that he doesn't want to see me and that she wouldn't make him. At this point, I was completely cut off. I found myself in a dark road of depression and pain. It was like my son died, the lowest point of my life. But one day I woke up and was just done. I rebounded and have since moved on. I met my wife and we have 2 beautiful kids. Life was great again, until about a year ago when I got an email from my son. He apologized for everything, that he recently got a child and started reflecting and realized how horrible he was to me. He wanted to reconnect and be in my life again. There was so much more in the email, but I don't want to share that for privacy reasons. I didn't feel anything when I read this email. I didn't respond. Since then, he sent me about 15 emails detailing what is happening in his life and about his kid. I never responded, but I figured I at least owe him some kind of closure. I didn't send it yet, but it goes, "Dear son, I would appreciate it if you stopped sending me emails. I went through hell and back to be at this point in my life right now. I have a family again, and I'm very happy right now. I understand you have regrets and some guilt about the past, but I hold no resentment towards you, and I forgive you. Bringing you back in my life would introduce complications I'm not willing to face for my own good and that of my family. I simply cannot give you what you seek. I want no further contact. I hope you understand, and I wish you the best in your life. Goodbye, OP." I didn't send it yet and finally told my wife what is happening. She read all the emails and my draft and was horrified. She begged me not to send it and to open my heart to him. We argued, and demand for a therapist came up. She even told my parents, and my mom went nuclear. She started berating me like I was a little kid again. I don't know why she doesn't understand. She was with me all this time and saw what I went through. In the end, she told me if I did this to him, she will do the same to me. I was speechless. I don't even know what I seek here. I went through similar stories here, and a lot of comments were not nice to people in my position. I don't know. Maybe I'm a prick and I need to hear it.
Well, sir, let me start off by saying a few things because I feel like I got to be very, very real with my emotions. I don't think, to a certain degree, I don't think you like the worst dad in the world. You're not the worst person in the world either because you feel that way. Okay, so I understand those 2 things. But you got to understand that who he was as a little boy is no longer who he is as a man. And you also got to understand you didn't give a good reason on why you gave up your marriage. So in all reality, you got to understand that you said it was a dead bedroom. I get it. How long did you talk about and work on this? How did we get to 4 years of a dead bedroom though? How did you as a man in the situation allow it? Because I'm telling you as a married man right now, we don't even go a whole week. She got 3-4 days and I'm complaining. It's a fucking issue. We ain't never gonna get to a dead bedroom. It'll be long over before it be dead. A dead bedroom is both people's fault, the man and the woman in the marriage. That's my personal opinion. It's both of y'all fault if it's dead. Number one. Number two, I ain't saying that you shouldn't feel the way you feel, but I'm damn sure telling you I understand. Somebody treat me like that for all these years, I ain't gonna lie, Wet probably ain't gonna talk to you no more, because I know me. I can understand after you done moved on, you done got married, you got 2 more kids, you feel like opening up them wounds gonna do a lot of damage to your current situation. But then this is just also me being real though. You owe him to at least hear him out. You owe him to meet. You owe him to try. Because at the end of the day, he don't know what he thought he knew. That's why he reaching out to you now that he got a kid. He's starting to understand he didn't know what he thought he knew. He thought he was smarter than what he was. So now that he done came to that realization, y'all relationship might can work. I ain't saying y'all never gonna be Leave It to Beaver, none of that shit. You know, you ain't never gonna be the Huxtables and all that. I ain't saying that. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna be the Winslows from Family Matters. I ain't saying y'all might not be that. But is it worth not seeing your son and your grandchild all about feelings? Because everything that he felt was just feelings. He was just in his feelings.
I think, we got what part of that is that, you got a situation of, I guess for me, I look at the story within it. And here's what I'm talking when I say that. Okay, so for me, you all would have a conversational piece that you can talk about to other people, because you can look at, and I gotta always say this, you gotta look at where God brought y'all from. So y'all was in a situation at one time where y'all didn't talk at all. And then y'all could actually go back to talking, being a family, hanging out in the whole 9 yards. See, in my mind, that's progress. And that's progress. And that's something that you can tell everybody about, because there's going to be other people that are going to be in similar situations that's just like yours that you all can be able to help them out about. Well, so part of what I'm going to say right now is this. You said his feelings or whatever. I agree with you. So I think that what you need to do is that you need to hear the young man out. And then personally, because you his dad, I'm being real from being a dad, don't matter to me, but at the end of the day, because you is his dad, I think you need to listen to him. And because you is his dad, I think y'all need to patch that up in any way, shape, form, or fashion that y'all can. Because you is his dad.
That's facts.
That's just coming from a dad point of view.
Well, here was another thing too that I just thought about while you was breaking that down. The young man is mad at you, right? Because we said it was a dead bedroom for 4 years.
Also
right?
remember,
but now that he a man that's dating and doing the same thing, right?
For like 4 years. Yeah.
So now that he a man and he dating and he doing all that, now he can understand how that can affect people staying together.
Absolutely.
See, he couldn't see that as a little boy because he's still a little boy. He ain't doing that yet, right?
That's right.
But now that he out here experiencing women and he doing sexual things and he having his own kid, he know for a fact that if she just told him it was cut off, it would affect him now.
Right.
He couldn't understand you or feel you back then because he wasn't dating women and dealing with women back then.
No, he wasn't.
He didn't understand the dynamic that's got to be right in order for men and women to work.
Right.
So that was something I thought about when you was talking a while ago.
Right.
See, the young man don't understand that, which is why I think Pops should hear him out.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying? You got to hear him out, because who he was as a little boy is no longer who he is as a man that's now got a mouth to feed, just like you was feeding him. It's different now.
Because he see the whole entire picture.
Because he see the picture. Back then, all he saw was daddy left mommy, daddy left the family, daddy broke it up.
That's all he saw.
But now as a grown man, he can start to see the factors and the reasoning on why daddy was unhappy and why daddy left and why we wasn't a family no more.
That's right.
So now he like, you know what? Probably was a little hard on my pops, man. I need to reach out. So yeah, man. My advice to him would be don't shut him out. You need to go ahead and talk to the young man and reach out, man. And remember, that's your bloodline. That's your legacy. That's your son. That's your grandson. You should know exactly who these people are before you leave this earth.
And that, as you said a minute ago too. You know, real quick. That's a two-person issue. The issue the issue that they were having in their marriage, as you stated a minute ago.
It's both.
I mean, when you got a dead bedroom and you got dead, and you guys are not communicating. So then you got to figure
it's
out.
Both
Okay,
of y'all.
so why is the bedroom dead, baby? And then, baby, why are we not communicating? And then when I say I'm done, now all of a sudden you want to cry. Okay, but why have we not been communicating?
Facts.
And why have we been doing what we did to have this baby that we actually have?
That's fact.
So that's the two-person. So from the young man's perspective, I think the thing that he got to do is that, you know what, bro, you look at not only your dad as being the bad guy, but then you got to look at your mama too. This is a two-way street.
Oh, it's 50-50. Every time a relationship is in a certain position, it's always both people.
Yeah.
I don't believe there's ever one person that just contributed to the dysfunction of a relationship.
Right.
No.
Right.
It was both of y'all.
Right.
And I was both of y'all. When it started to go left, you ain't shit and he ain't shit. Both of y'all ain't shit.
Right.
We ain't gonna act like it's different.
Right.
You know what I mean? So yeah, you know what I mean? Y'all know it's me and Pop. We on the couch. Please like, share, comment, subscribe. You know, drop a comment. Let us know how y'all feel about this good Reddit thread right here.